Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? I'm fine, I'm fine. And I hope that you are too. Good morning. All right, so this week we are starting to celebrate Thanksgiving. All right, so today we're going to learn about our families because family is one of the big things that we celebrate on Thanksgiving. And one thing that families do on Thanksgiving is they all get together and they share a big meal. Do you remember why we do that? Why do we gather with our families on Thanksgiving to eat? Because we're remembering that the Pilgrims and the Native Americans came together on the first Thanksgiving and they gathered all of the food that they had grown and they shared it and they sat down and they ate together. So now we gather with our families and we share a big meal. All right, so this morning our morning message says families gather on Thanksgiving to share a meal. Say that with me. Say families gather together on Thanksgiving to share a meal. All right, what was our first word? Do you remember? Our first word was families. All right, so I'm going to write the word families. Families gather together on Thanksgiving to share a meal. And then I'll put my period at the end. All right. So I'm going to point to a word, and as I point to the word, you read it with me. Families gather together on Thanksgiving to share a meal. Right, so families gather together on Thanksgiving to share a meal. All right, our special letter that we're looking for today is the letter E. So get your fingers out, and as I'm writing on the board, you write it in the air. All right, our uppercase E. Pull down, slide over at the top, slide over in the middle, slide over at the bottom. That is our uppercase E. Now let's write our lowercase e. Get your fingers out. All right, slide over, circle around, and stop. Okay, so we have our uppercase E and our lowercase e. All right, so first we're going to point out all of our uppercase letters. Okay, so the first letter in our sentence is the letter F. So I'm going to put a line under it. All right, and then I see another uppercase letter, the letter T. So the F is the first letter in this sentence. T is the first letter in a name. And the name is Thanksgiving. That's the name of the holiday that we're going to celebrate. So I'm going to put a line under it. All right, so our uppercase letters, we have letter F and letter T. Do we have a letter E, an uppercase E? No. So we know that we're going to look for lowercase e. All right, so let's look in this word right here, families. Look in our word families. Can you find a letter E in families? Good, right here. So I'm going to put a circle around it. So we found a lowercase e in the word families. Now let's look at this word gather. Gather. Can you see another lowercase e in gather? You do. Where is it at? Good, right here. All right, so I'll put a circle around it. All right, now let's look in this word together. Together. Can you find another E? What? See two? Where are they? Right, we have one right here, and we have another one right here. So we had two E's in the word together. All right, let's look at this word share. Share. Do you see an E in share? Good, right here. All right, and then let's look at our last word, meal. Meal. Do you see another E in meal? Good, right here. All right, so now I want you to help me count how many lowercase e's we found. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We found 6 lowercase e's. Do you know what the number 6 looks like? A number 6 looks like this. You start right here and you start to circle around. There we have a number 6. So we found 6 lowercase e's, and this is the number 6. Well, now I'm going to show you what 6 looks like in a 10 frame. So here, I'm drawing a rectangle, and then I'm going to half it. Right? So in a 10 frame, you have 5 squares on top and 5 on bottom. So now I'm going to fill in 6 of the squares, and I'm going to put a dot in each one. I'm going to fill in a circle. Okay, so count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so there we have 6 shown in our 10 frame. All right, so we have the number 6. We have 6 in a 10 frame. Now I'm going to show you 6 tallies, okay? Tally marks are just little lines, and when you get to number 5, you always cross the gate. All right, so let's look at tally marks. Help me count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so here we have our tally marks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, with 5, you always close the gate. 6. So we have number 6, 6 in a 10 frame, and 6 tally marks. All right, boys and girls, y'all are doing such a wonderful job learning with me. Okay, so now you know that on Thanksgiving, most of the time families get together and they eat a big meal. All right, so I'm excited to hear about what you eat for Thanksgiving. right? I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day.